All right. Okay. Body cam footage released of the Georgia mother who was arrested for allowing her son to walk half a mile to the store. As a kid that used to walk to the store all the time, that walked to Blockbuster and got a game for myself, that walked to this the Freeze Cup lady. Well, the Freeze Cup lady was a lot closer, but I walked to school. Um, I don't think that's insane that this kid was allowed to walk there. Like, I don't think that's crazy. Like, it's only crazy nowadays because nobody does it anymore. But it there wasn't too long ago where you were allowed to do that.
Police body camera video shows the moment Brittany Patterson was arrested for letting her 10-year-old son walk into town by himself.
What am I under arrest for? For reckless endangerment. And how was I recklessly endangering my child?
On October 30th, Patterson said she took one of her children to the doctor. In the meantime, her son, Soren, who since turned 11, decided to walk less than a mile.
Okay. Okay. Context fucking matters. No. No, yeah. She was fucking reckless. She was reckless. That's reckless endangerment. You left and went to the it's not like you were at home waiting on the kid. No, you took another kid to the doctor and then he went into town. You left him at home alone at 10. And then he left the house and went to the like no, 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 no. Absolutely not.
Into town from their home in rural Mineral Bluff, Georgia. While out, Patterson got a call from the sheriff's department, worried that Soren was walking alone.
I wasn't concerned. I wasn't, panicking or concerned because it's just a short walk from our house. He knows how to get home. He knows how to get there.
Authorities dropped Soren off at home, and 5 hours later, they returned.
Call mommy and tell me.
The title is The Last Reasonable Person Left. And that is your take? What? Hold on. So you're telling me that it's okay for a mother to leave their child at home alone at 10 when they should, and then leave and take the other kid to the doctor, and then said child then walks to the store? Like, no. Anytime I left the house, my mom was at home. So then when I walked out there and came back, she was at home. Like, yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Leaving the area where you're not within a good vicinity to, if something happens with your child, you're not even, she wasn't even within a mile of her house. She's at the doctor's office. She's too far from the house to then let the child go up to the store. It'd be different if she was at home. A mile is nothing. No, you're missing the context, fam. Listen, Jumbo. Listen, Jumbo. I bet his school is further than a mile. No, Jumbo, listen. The mother was not even at home. She was gone to the doctor's office. She was too far away. That's really the whole problem here. She was too far away. She was too far. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference at all. If your mother's at home, then yeah, that's cool. But when you talk about this kid, the kid is like just pretty much just out there. Like, now granted, yeah, he could have walked there and then walked back and then got back to the house and everything be cool. But they might have laws already on the book about minors being outside. They might already have laws on the book. There's a lot of cities where minors can't go a bunch of places by themselves without a supervision being somewhere around. The laws aren't insane then. No, that's just normal. There's laws against like minors going to the mall by themselves because they either are getting into fights or they're stealing or whatever. Like, there are laws on the books for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, like, would I have arrested her? No, but it is reckless. It is reckless, but I wouldn't arrest her though. Like, hold on. Stop. Bro, when you were a kid, did you ever leave your mom's house when your mom wasn't at home at 10? Let me think about that. Not to where I wasn't going to another guardian, or I never went that far. I never like no, because somebody was always at home. Every time I left, somebody was at home. Some guardian was at home. Whether it was like my grandma, my auntie, my granddad, like somebody was at home. It was always the rule was wait till so and so gets home and then you can go to the store. Like so, somebody was at the house. I mean, when no parents are at home, you go to your friend's house, right? If he was a mile away, then the problem. My school was more than a mile away. I mean, even when I went to my friend's house, my mom was already at home. My grandmother was already at home. My auntie was at home. There was always a guardian at the house. And then yeah, I went and played. I either walked or I hopped on my bike and then I went there. Like again, I wouldn't have. I'm saying I wouldn't go as far as to like, yeah, she needs to be arrested, blah blah blah. But like, yeah, like it was reckless. Like she needs to be talked to. You know what I'm saying? She needs to be. Hold on, wait. Is this different? If my mom was at home, the chance of going to a friend goes down. I'll deal with her being angry later. You know what I mean? See, but you were breaking the rules anyway. You were breaking the rules in your own household, fam. Stop it. See, you're breaking the rules. I didn't break the rules. The rule was somebody needs to be at the house. So once some adult got home and I asked, hey, can I go to so-and-so? Yes. And then boom, I was out. And on top of everything else, I was never fully alone. Like I always had my sibling. I always had my brother. I always had my brother. So it was me and my brother. Even though I was the oldest, it was always me and my brother. So we were us together. We were a unit. So I don't know what you're talking about.
They're taking you to jail because you decided to walk down the street.
That's not his fault.
Yeah,
you're the mother. That's your responsibility.
Anytime I checked, it wasn't illegal for a kid to walk to the store.
You're not a real gangster. I was never a gangster in the first place. I'm not gonna pretend like I was. Hold on, I want to hear what this
your responsibility.
Anytime I checked, it wasn't illegal for a kid to walk to the store.
It is when they're 10 years old.
Patterson was booked on suspicion of reckless conduct, a charge that could carry 1 year in jail. The warrant claiming she willingly and knowingly did endanger the bodily safety of her juvenile son.
Our criminal justice system is built on the fact that you did something or you were negligent. You did something criminally negligent. So what is it she did?
Authorities have offered to drop the charge if Patterson signs a safety plan that includes the use of a GPS tracker on her son's phone. But she refuses to sign it or admit doing anything wrong.
I just felt like I couldn't sign that, and that in doing so would be agreeing that there was something unsafe about my home or something unsafe about my parental decisions, and I just don't believe that.
Brittany Patterson is out on bail, awaiting to see if prosecutors will indict her on the reckless conduct charge.
So again, I am firmly she didn't do anything wrong. Never admit you did something wrong if you don't. Yeah. So I support her not signing that statement because I think the statement is bogus. I think the safety plan is bogus. I think the GPS tracker is bogus. However, I will say this. I will say this to be like to keep it 1,000. She could have done something else. She could have done something else as far as like how this kid went about it. Like he didn't have to go to the store when he went to the store. It didn't have to happen when it did. And he probably was walking around looking lost. That's another thing. Like my mom was always like big on look where you know where you're going. You know, do you know where you're going? You know what I'm saying? Like I always knew where the fuck I was going. Like if the kid's just walking around looking all lost, you know what I'm saying? Just outside, like it looks crazy. Do you even know what that this was a law before you saw this video? Yes, I did. Because they're on the books back home. Back home where I'm from in Arkansas, there's laws on the books against minors in certain public areas. There is. Without an adult, there are laws on the books. Now, granted, the laws that are on the book are probably not even that kid's fault. That kid is probably a good kid, probably responsible, probably gets there and will get back home. No problem. Probably will get there and get back home, no problem. But because other people couldn't mind their own business and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe this kid was outside. I'm gonna call the police on this mom. But here's the thing though, like it's nothing as an adult myself. As an adult myself, if I seen a kid, I'm just gonna walk up to the kid. Hey, are you good? Are you okay? Do you know where you're going? Yeah, I'm just going to the store. Okay, cool. And I'm leaving the kid alone. But if you're gonna call the police, you know what I'm saying? You need to make. They probably over dramatized the situation. They should have made it like, hey, look, this kid, we don't know what's going on. Can you do a wellness check on the kid? And that's it. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. This is absolutely crazy. She shouldn't be going to jail. She shouldn't be going to jail. I stand firmly in opposition to her being in jail. Firmly in opposition. She shouldn't be in jail. She shouldn't be in jail. That's just a fact. She shouldn't be. She shouldn't be. I can tell y'all that for a firm fact. She shouldn't be in jail. Now if they want to give her a misdemeanor, that's fine. But giving her jail time, like that doesn't help the kid. She has 2 kids. That doesn't help the situation. And it's not like she did something insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't send the kid to a pawn shop or some shit. The kid was just going to a store. I don't know if he wanted candy or soda, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she was trying to give him some level of autonomy and responsibility. Like, I wonder, like, at what age does the kid walking there by themselves become okay? You know, for them. Now, again, granted, in my situation, somebody had to be at the house. Always somebody had to be at the house. When I get back home, then you can go to the store. That was the thing. That was always the thing. But I don't think this is something where I think the officer should have just said, hey, look, ma'am, hey, you know, be a bit more responsible with your kid. You know what I'm saying? At least excuse me, let somebody know. I mean, have somebody at home, you know what I'm saying? Or within, whatever distance to make sure the kid's okay. So somebody can, because it's a crazy world out there. Like, she shouldn't go to jail though. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that. That hill I'm willing to die on. She should not go to jail.